I'm doing another video. Scumbags. All right, where are we at here? All right, because these people are pissing me off. All right, I warned you. I warned all of you. Didn't I warn you? Son of a bitch. I warned all of you. All right, where are we at here? I'm discombobulated from all the fucking, piece of garbage that are text-to-speeching and calling up and all this other crap. All right, we are at, diarrhea, erection, explosion, bubble bath, okay? And diarrhea, erection, explosion, bubble bath say, Ghost, I must say I'm impressed that you are on a 4-show streak. Something we haven't seen in a while, almost like a machine. Anyway, I would like to reward you for your attendance, so it's host choice. Quick question. Why do you... I already answered that question. And these are the choices, okay? Number 1... Canada cancels Jordan Peterson, 2, the Sons of Liberty, or 3, if Ghost ran for office. I'm gonna see the Jordan Peterson one, because I'm not a big fan of Jordan Peterson, I'll be honest with you. I think he's an overrated idiot. This is how you gotta clean your room. You gotta be a good boy. That's what you gotta do. It's the only way you gotta be a good boy. You can't drink, and you've gotta be a tard like myself. And pretend that I'm an intellectual pseudo-intellectualist, but I don't even know myself. Anyway, here it is. This is the first one, courtesy of diarrhea, erection, explosion, bubble bath. Let's see what the hell this is. Canada... Hold on. Canada cancels... This is the Joe Rogan experiment here. Canada cancels Jordan Peterson.
So we decided to have this conversation because of what's going on with you in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
And that your clinical psychology license is in jeopardy because you have opinions about politics that they disagree with, which is a very dangerous and bizarre turn of events.
Well, it's your fault, actually. I told you, I think, a week or so ago when we talked about this. Okay, so let me give you some background here. So
I want to know how it's my fault.
I will. I'll tell you. A lot of things are your fault, as it turns out.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
hurry up and say it.
The College of Psychologists has basically levied what are equivalent to about 13 lawsuits against me simultaneously. Now, the reason I call them lawsuits is because they're actions undertaken on behalf of a complainant. Now, the complainant can be anyone anywhere in the world who complains about me for any reason. They don't have to be former clients. They don't even have to be anybody I've ever met. They don't even have to...
I'm not coming to Jordan Peterson's defense here, but he's exactly right. What's unfortunate is that if you speak against whatever the status quo is in institutional science, in institutional healthcare, this is exactly what happens to you. And the canonization of granting people the authority to call themselves doctors and psychologists, this is what happens to them. And I thought, once upon a time, science was about never-ending investigation, never-ending questioning. And now, all of a sudden, there's things called settled science. There's a whole institution of science that can shut somebody out, eliminate their credentials and pretend that they were never a scientist or a doctor. So anyway, I'm not agreeing with Jordan Peterson here. I'm just saying that is what is happening, all right? Anyway, I'll get to you in a minute, Ghost Majima. All right, we're watching erection, diarrhea, explosion, bubble bath video or whatever.
I've met anybody I've ever met. So,
So it could be someone online.
Well, it is. All this is pretty much, all these complaints are someone online. None of them are my clients, although half of them claim to be falsely, and the college didn't throw out their complaints despite that. So, which is really quite interesting.
And what are the complaints?
Well,
they're trolls. It's trolls.
One complaint is about the tweet I made about Ellen or Elliot Page, and when I said that a criminal physician cut off her breasts and that pride was the sin. So now I'm in trouble again because I just said the same thing. One was about Sports Illustrated cover where they featured that overweight model, and I tweeted out not beautiful.
I have to agree with both of these stances by Jordan Peterson here, okay? Both of those incidents that he just described were fucking ridiculous. All right, let's go ahead.
I guess that was something like fat shaming. I don't remember exactly what the charge was. And then I criticized Justin Trudeau and a former staff member of Justin Trudeau and Jacinda Ardern. I made a joke about her. I was going to New Zealand, and the New Zealand leftist press was freaking out, and I made this joke about bringing my alt-right trolls to New Zealand, and then I put in parentheses, or maybe they're just, ordinary people who are trying to...
Hey, asshole, not your fucking private army. This is what I don't fucking like about this piece of shit. This is absolutely what I don't like about this fucking dumb piece of shit. And he wonders why there's enough momentum in the institution of psychiatry out there in Canada when he's saying dumb shit like this. I'm going to get my personal army of trolls. Well, by doing that, why do you think that he has all kinds of people online trolling him, trolling his college, and trying to, kind of reverse whatever institutional documentation that makes him a credible so-called psychologist?
Up their rooms. So apparently that was casting the profession into disgrace. And then they submitted, one complainant from the U.S. submitted the entire transcript of our last discussion. So, I don't know how to defend myself against that, because apparently everything I say, and apparently everything you say too, is bringing the profession of psychology into disgrace. And I think they're most upset in that case about my comments about the inadequacy of climate models. And so, part of the reason I'm pursuing this action with regard to the Ontario College of Psychologists, well, there's two reasons really. Three. One is, leave me the hell alone, guys. You've been on my case nonstop for 7 years. Not once before that. In 20 years.
Shut up, dude. Look, you want to know why the Institution of Psychiatry is coming at you, dude? Because you're making a fucking fortune. The incel demographic is a huge grift. I mean, just ask Nick Fuentes, just ask fucking that fat piece of fucking garbage, the Ralph Retort, just ask any of these, ask everybody on Goyim TV. I mean, this is a huge grift, and that's why the Institution of Psychology or Psychiatry up there in Canada are like, kick this fucking idiot out. He's fucking saying, I mean, it's these cockamamie, dumbass, I'm gonna get my trolls, my army of trolls up in here, and I'm gonna give me a break.
Complaints ever levied against me. It wasn't until I started to become, relatively well-known publicly that the college came after me.
That's what I just said.
7 years of that.
That's what I just said.
Especially now that there's 13 lawsuits compiled up, and
I mean,
all of them are for political.
Hey, asshole! All right, you have to bite the bullet on this, you stupid son of a bitch. All right, you're acting like a bureaucrat. You went against the institution that you worked for, okay? And hold on, Ghost's wheelchair manager.
Call Nathan Alderstar.
All right, I will in a minute. All right. Okay, you went against the institution that you worked so hard to attain, and what is he really complaining about, folks? What is Jordan Peterson really complaining about? He's complaining about his tenure being taken away from him like some stupid little bureaucrat. I mean, even though this guy's making, who knows how much millions he's making off of his fucking shitty books, off of his stupid fucking YouTube channel, off of his stupid fucking, events and shit. I mean, this is really why this guy's complaining. And to be honest with you, I mean, if you had balls, Jordan Peterson, you would be like, you know what, I don't really care about the institution of collegiate, higher education anymore. I'm better than that. I'm bigger than that. I'm writing books now, and I'm having people listen to me at conferences. And I mean, give me a fucking break, dude. All right, you just shit or get off the pot. You're either some dangerous kind of right-wing supposed intellectual, and you're gonna roll with that, or you're gonna be a fucking filthy, stupid bureaucrat pissing and moaning about how the institution that you shield for most of your life is taking away your goddamn tenure. You're a piece of shit.
Opinions and
you're a piece of shit. Is what
grounds.
You are, Jordan Peterson.
But even
you're a piece of shit.
For me to engage in the battle. The reason I'm engaging in the battle is, well, first of all, you want me to do social media retraining so I communicate better according to your experts?
No.
Like experts.
No. Why don't you be a man and fucking say, you know what? I make a lot of money on my own anyway. I don't need to be tenured. I'm making millions of dollars off of incels. Why don't you fall on your fucking sword so that some of us who have always been critical of you, I have always been critical of this asshole, some of us can be like, oh, well, maybe he's for real. Look at it. He turned down his, tenured position. No. This is what he's crying about. We're going to take away my tenured position. And you know what tenured positions are in college? That means you're employed for life. All right? You're employed for life.
What criteria exactly What's a social media communication expert? You got any documentation that that even exists as a field? And how do you know that if you have that social media expert train me, that I'm going to be a better therapist? There's no body of data that suggests that in the least. So I'm not going down that route. That's for sure.
We should explain that because
so
that
I've
is
already
one of
been
the things-
sentenced, right?
Yes.
So this isn't a threat by the college. This is what the situation already is. I haven't been hauled in front of their disciplinary board yet, but they've already convicted me of disgracing the profession and sentenced me to an indefinite period of re-education. And that's the second most serious punishment that they can...
Hold on there, Jordan Peterson. They want you to be re-educated because you're working for the state, you dumb fucking shithead. All right? You're not coinciding with the institution of psychiatry, which is against whatever litmus test the school that you work for goes under. Why don't you just say, hey, look, I don't need the institution of college to support me. I'm making books. I mean, everybody loves me now. No, he's not. He is pissing and moaning about a fucking tenured position. He's a fucking worm. I fucking hate this guy. And he shouldn't even be in my country. Deport this Canadian bacon piece of moose humping shit.
Levy against a professional. The first is to take away the license. The second is to undergo this retraining and to publicly announce the necessity for that, which they've already done in my case. And so now I have to sit down with these experts at my expense for an indefinite period of time until I'm trained properly.
Hey,
whatever the hell that means.
Hey, asshole, if you want to take the fucking tenured money from the state, you either kiss the fucking state's boot or you be like the rest of us that don't oblige the state, or I mean, we oblige the laws, but we don't oblige the state in any kind of an employment capacity. Why don't you join the fucking private sector, asshole? Why don't you join the private sector instead of pissing and moaning about how they're taking away your tenured position? This guy's a fucking phony, man. This guy's a fucking phony. I can't stand this piece of
shit. And that isn't pending an investigation. That's already in place.
It's such a wild request, too. Retraining, just even the way they phrase it, it's so bizarre, so Orwellian.
And with all due respect, I mean, Joe Rogan, what a fucking, what an overrated fucking piece of shit this guy is. I mean, okay, great. I appreciate the fact that he's using his popularity to kind of, approach topics that aren't traditional to the mainstream. But, I mean, he is a piss-poor interviewer. I mean, he is a fake fucking interactive type of person. I mean, look at this fake shit. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Yeah. I mean, give me a fucking break, dude. I mean, why don't you hit him with the fucking real question, Rogan? Like, well, Mr. Peterson, why exactly are you so concerned about this when you have your own following? You're writing books. You're going in, speaking in events. I mean, you're making millions of dollars. Why are you literally licking the fucking state, the Canadian state's boot, so that you could save your stupid tenured position? I mean, why?
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's your fault, because it's the whole transcript of our last conversation. I don't imagine they'll be that happy with this one. So, but
now, by the way, did you see that he was drinking the water liquid death? That's a fucking leftist satanic shithead company, by the way, in my view.
And to the degree that I'm able to keep my head clear during this process, because it definitely makes me angry, and really made me angry over Christmas when I was spending Christmas going through the minutiae of all these bloody lawsuits, trying to figure out what the hell they were up to, instead of, taking a bit of a break and having some time with my family.
They're not lawsuits. So they're not lawsuits, you fucking idiot. It's the fucking institution of the college forcing you to, jump through hoops if you really want to keep your tenured position. I mean, why don't you fall on your sword? You think you're so fucking serious. And by the way, have you ever seen this guy's house? This guy's a fucking fake right-winger. This guy has huge fucking wall-size photos of Vladimir Lenin and, the Bolsheviks. I fucking cannot stand this piece of shit. Anybody who fucking listens to this guy or falls for this guy, you're a fucking moron.
Very upset about that.
You're a fucking moron.
To the degree that I'm upset about it, I'm not doing it right, because this can't be personal. It can't be about me. Part of the reason that I want to pursue this, and part of the reason we're pursuing an objection to what they're doing on Charter of Rights grounds in Canada, is because they're interfering with my freedom of conscience and speech. And
Jesus.
Again, it isn't even the case that...
Hey, asshole, you're a tenured professor. You're supposed to be obliging a certain curriculum that the institution that you're teaching at accepts. I mean, this guy's trying to pretend that he's some persecuted piece of shit. All you got to do is say, I quit, okay? I'm a big-time fucking guy now. I'm Jordan fucking Peterson. I got my army of trolls and all this other bullshit. Fuck this guy. I'm ending this in 30 seconds.
The reason that that's a problem is because it's about me. The reason it's a problem is because the colleges in general, like the regulatory boards of
What did I tell you?
Are doing this.
What did I tell you? That it all comes clear now. You see, the colleges, they're trying to stop me from collecting my lifetime tenured position, and it's not fair. Go fuck yourself, Peterson.
Everyone.
Go fuck
Lawyers,
yourself.
Physicians, teachers, massage therapists. There's all these licensed professions. And if you're a licensed profession, the government establishes a board of your peers to regulate conduct of the profession.
That's how fucking public institutions work, you dickhead. I mean, how the fuck do you not know this after being in the public sector for like, 30 years, however long you've been working this bullshit? How the fuck do you not know that? I have no compassion for what the fuck's happening to this idiot. He's a piece of garbage. He's a piece of grifting shit, just like most of the fucking so-called alt-right fucking people are out here, and it's fucking sad.
Now, and in a functional time, all that happens then is that generally the people who get in trouble with their own clients, right? With the people they've been dealing with directly, and then the board steps in on the side of the person who's been injured by a
now listen to this guy. This guy is detailing the bureaucratic process. And all he's got to do is say, you know what, I'm Jordan Peterson. Fuck you. I quit. That's all he's got to do. I mean, he wouldn't have to be going through all this bullshit if he just fucking quit. But you see, this stingy, stupid piece of fucking garbage, he knows that the mumbo-jumbo that this fucking idiot is talking out of his suckhole is not going to sell for the long term. He knows that all the fucking speaking and, you got to clean your room to be a better human being or whatever the fuck he says, he knows that this shit is going to be a finite run, and he knows that at some point he's not going to get that money coming in, and he wants that fucking tenured professor position so he can be, sitting, lavish and not to, make any puns, but kosher for the rest of his fucking life. I can't stand this piece of shit. And look, 15 more seconds to hear what the fuck, whatever his description of the bureaucracy is.
Professional, and fair enough. But now it's been weaponized. And
hold on, what is it? What is it, Prince?
Ghosty seething because Peterson is a far more prominent Shabbos-goy. Seriously though, the Alex Jones interview is the best 4 hours of television I've ever seen. Thanks for the full throttle, bud. Hopefully I can get on RG for once.
Yeah, okay, good, hopefully. But anyway, dude, just leave it on that face. Get it off. I don't want to, what a fucking fraud. All right? Hey, if you want to give this guy your fucking money, go ahead. I don't give a shit. But this guy is a fucking fraud. He doesn't believe in any of the alt-right shit that you morons think he does. This guy, if you, look, let's fucking look up Jordan Peterson's fucking house, okay? Let me show you, okay? Let me show you his house. Okay, Jordan Peterson's house. Take a look at the artwork that this idiot has up in his fucking office and shit. It's fucking, look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Hold on, look at this. Put the PC shot on. Take a look at this. Look at that shit. Vladimir Lenin. He's got a Vladimir Lenin. He's got Vladimir Lenin all over his fucking house, okay? This guy's a communist piece of shit. That's why this guy's fighting so hard to keep his fucking stupid bureaucratic position, his tenured position. Look at this guy. Who the fuck puts up fucking Vladimir Lenin shit like this and isn't a communist? Who the fuck does this? Okay? This guy is a fucking fraud. Look at this guy. Look at this. This is all fucking Russian propaganda behind this fucking piece of shit. I can't fucking stand this guy. And look, Prince, if you're out there fucking tickling your asshole listening to this guy's fucking rhetoric, that's your fucking problem. But this guy's a fucking fraud, and anybody who follows him ain't gonna do shit with their lives besides giving this fucking idiot money to fucking plug his fucking book. And plug his speaking engagements and and all that shit. Fuck Jordan Peterson. Fuck that piece of shit. All right, sorry about that, folks. I didn't mean to go off of that soliloquy about Jordan Peterson, but I really do not like that son of a bitch. I really don't.